What up, people? I know it's been a minute. Now, obviously, I just made a video yesterday, but I see there was no sound, tragically. So I'm gonna redo the video, and y'all already know how I keep it. On the monthly chart to start. If y'all been on my content, y'all already know this is the exact same setup I had for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 4 or 5 years. And as y'all can see, we're at the end. And like I said, this will be the area we'll just be sitting in until they decide to make their move. Because as y'all can see, like I always tell y'all, market make a love doing things by 3, right? So we got our push up. So basically this is level 1. This is level 2. We're about to go into level 3 before the whole reset happens, basically. So as y'all can see on our previous run back in the day, when we got to 60,000, when I was, you know what I'm saying, after we had this bull market right here, we got to 60,000, boom, it dropped, tried to hit the all-time high again, but got rejected and never had a third time to actually break out. And as y'all can see, where we rejected at is currently support on this side right here. So that's how I know we're about to break out, because this what it's doing now is what it should have did back here. But of course, instead of going up, they went straight back down, right? So boom, let me take this drawing off so I can see a little bit clear, right? So boom, this is actually a W right here. The W forming, you know what I'm saying, going into the next level. You can see the support right here. Previous resistance, as y'all can see right here. You know what I'm saying? Everything correlates over time. But on the monthly chart, as y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to read the monthly chart and know where things are going. But boom. So as I said, we're sitting here on the support where it's previous rejection. And now we literally, you know what I'm saying, got the test up, about to hit it again. But now keep in mind, you see how this look right here, right? Hit you on the weekly. So boom, right here again. Look at this. One test to the high, another test to the high, then a reset. You see, it's doing the exact same thing. So about to reset, but this time it's going to break through. But like I believe what it's going to do this time is going to be more of a spike and then an immediate reversal. And I believe we should at least come around, you know what I'm saying, around here between 115 to 120. But me personally, if the market is not about to crash, but I believe it will, because I've been saying this for the longest, because you can see the long-term chart. Well, if the market's going to crash, well, I ain't going to say if the market's going to crash. If we actually have a bull run, right, we literally have to break through 115, 120, right, and go all the way up to 145,000. That's the only way to confirm we're not going back down. But we have to go back down before we can go back up. And they got to, you know what I'm saying, they got to recover a lot of that bread before they can do that, at least on the charts. So anyways, like I said, we're about to come out here and break through for the next week to the all-time high category. Go a little closer for y'all. As y'all can see, also we came down, we hit the 50, you know, we about to 20 now, about to shoot off. Now, boom, on the daily. How I've been telling y'all that I know that it is about to crash, and they're just basically, you know what I'm saying, pushing out to complete the third level so they can reset the markets. So boom, first sign right here was a triple bottom before we just had a reversal right here. First sign, that's 1 low, 2 lows, 3 lows. The triple bottom, every low was lower than the previous low, which means the next, you know what I'm saying, it can't be a bull market if that was happening. It would be reversed. Every low will be higher than the previous low. That will signal that it will continue to go up steadily. But right now, like I've been saying, they basically manipulating the market. So then boom, you see here, we got the one push right here. After we get above the 100, one push, boom. 2 push, you see the way it's gonna go slowly to the side. It's gonna meet up with this 20 EMA again, and then it's gonna give that last push up to, like I said, 115, 120, and then that immediate reversal. And go back to the week. Now I'm gonna go back to the monthly chart real quick. Check y'all something. Boom. So boom, what I'm looking for, you see this right here. So this is what happened last time we dropped. We had a nice little bull run, and randomly we gonna get a candlestick just like this. It's gonna be a candlestick just like this. It's gonna basically drop all the way down. Cause when I say it's gonna be a wick, you see how big this wick is? The wick is bigger than the whole candle. So basically this means it's an extremely fast move. So no one can get in and no one can get out whenever they decide to do this. As y'all can see, boom, look at the line. Basically a complete recovery of all those green candlesticks really fast, and then went right back up right before it made its next bull market. So basically what's happening, you know, like I said, what's happening, like this gap is about to be another gap, because you see that one gap here, another gap here, but it's about to be another gap. But like I say, this gonna be the one that's gonna recover all the candlesticks. So at the very least, Since they waited, because I was expecting Bitcoin to go down around 5,000, but since they dragged it on for so long, it may go down to around 10, 15,000. Basically, recover these candles instead of the candles, much, you know what I'm saying, the much lower candles. Like I was believing it's going to, this candle right here, I would think that it would have to come all the way down to recover that. But it may not. Like I said, they may actually go down like 10, 15. They might not go all the way down to 5,000, but you know what I'm saying, it's still in the pictures for me. I'll be watching. But anyways, now let's go right back to the daily chart. What was he on the daily? Yeah, we was on daily. I explained that to y'all, the lower lows, and how the way that we're literally pushed up 1, 2. We're about to be in the third level. So everything, we're in the third level on everything. You know what I'm saying? On every chart. So boom. Now we go on the 4-hourly chart, right? Y'all can see this clear as day. And this, you see this W, just like the other W, don't it? But basically, this is going to be the W that's going to shoot this thing up to the third level. But as y'all can see, remember I told you about the triple bottoms, right? Look at this triple bottom. But this is on the 4-hourly, so it's just on a shorter time frame versus the, you know what I'm saying, the daily and weekly chart. So you know there's going to be a move that's about to happen in a shorter time frame. But it's not the actual move of where they're trying to go. You feel me? So boom, what's about to happen is this gonna come down to hit this 50 EMA one more time for the triple bottom, and it may not even do it now because they could use it as a W or a triple bottom, however they want to do it. But it's very possible they could come back down here to this 50 EMA and just shoot up, like I say, the 115, 120, or they could just shoot up right now the 115, 120. But either way it goes, but how the way it's looking to me, it looks like they're gonna come back and hit this 50 EMA just because when they came up here, they didn't immediately test this level right here. So boom. After we hit this 50 EMA, or like I say, shoot up, we're gonna hit that 115, 120. Let's go a little closer. On the hourly chart, let's see what this thing looking like. And y'all can clearly see, boom. See, the hourly chart shows a little more. Cause you see this W, you know there's gonna be a nice little move up. Boom, boom, boom. But anyways, on the hourly chart, this is on a 100 EMA. See the way it came, just tested it, boom. Then boom, it literally laid on it. You know, like when I say test, it'll come down with the wick instead of the actual box of the candle. So that just means they're trying to keep it on, you know what I'm saying? But they're staying in the same zone. As y'all can see when the line is sitting here, it's basically the same zone. They keep hitting it. But y'all see it clearly on the 100 EMA right now. And they already did it twice. Like I said, they come down here another time, but on the shorter time frames, it looks like they're actually coming down to the 100 EMA. You know, around 102,500 range before it actually makes its next move up. Hit y'all in the 15 minute. Yeah, I can see it, but on the 15 minute though, it done hit this thing 3 times already. So it's kind of hard to tell if you was looking at a 15 minute chart. I look on a higher chart, but I mean, also you see it came down and hit this 200 on the 15 minutes, so it's not coming down here no time soon, or it's possible. But you know, at this range, you know, I'll wait until it's about to start happening, then hop right back out. Because they could hit either move, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be best to get it at this very low before it takes this move up. At least on a short time frame, because like I said, long term, this thing is looking pretty bad. It's looking like you're going to lose all your bread if you want to put all your bread in this market and think it's going to continue to go up when it's not. So I'm literally trying to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, what's happening behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? It could be all kinds of quote unquote news, but the news don't matter because they're going to manipulate the market however they want to. And they use the news for an excuse to do what they're doing. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I still believe this market, it has to reset because also, like I always mention, the stock market is going to crash too, and they got to take the funds out of the stock market and put it all into crypto. So that's why we have to have the drop to reset the market. And since all the funds and all the other markets is into one market, there'll be enough funds to shoot it back up to where it was plus. You know what I mean? And once you out, but don't get caught up in the drop because like I said, that drop can happen at any point in time and it's going to be a nasty wick. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I say, short term, you can have a nice move up. Like I said, 115, 120. After that, we could be looking at like 15,000 or 5,000. But either way it goes, it's going to be a dramatic drop. I'm talking about over 70, 80%. And you probably don't want to be involved in it. I'm pretty sure you don't. But yeah. That's a quick summary, quick rundown on the charts. I'll be coming on here more, you know what I'm saying, more often. Got my little computer now. But yeah. I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.